How can I improve someone's mood? People's moods and memories are deeply connected. To boost someone's mood, try discussing things, people, or events they associate with positive memories. For example, if they love skiing, ask about their last ski trip. By triggering those happy memories, you can uplift their current mood and create a positive association with your presence. How can I read people's moods if they aren't openly expressing them? Reading people involves observing their physical cues and understanding their experiences. Start by noticing external signals like energy levels, facial expressions, and body language. Then, engage in open-ended conversations, asking about their day and activities. The key is to identify the physical stimuli they encountered and gauge their excitement level. For instance, encountering a bear might evoke fear and exhilaration, while a raise at work could lead to happiness and joy. Is it possible to make friends out of enemies? Surprisingly, yes. The Benjamin Franklin effect suggests that asking someone for a small favor can increase their liking for you. This works because people rationalize their actions, concluding they must like you if they did you a favor. Start with small requests like handing you something or sharing their opinion on a topic they're knowledgeable about. How can I avoid being taken advantage of in friendships? Healthy relationships thrive on a sense of equality and reciprocity. While it's not about keeping a strict scorecard, it's important to ensure a balanced give and take. If you notice an imbalance where you're consistently benefiting more, address it openly and offer to even the score. This demonstrates your fairness and trustworthiness, making you more likable. For instance, acknowledge a favor and offer to repay it, like treating them to dinner after they gave you a ride. How can I instantly become close friends with someone? Transference, a psychological concept, suggests we treat people similarly to those they remind us of. To foster a sense of close friendship, skip the formalities and engage as you would with a close friend. Share personal stories, joke around, offer emotional support, and create inside jokes. This creates a comfortable and familiar atmosphere, encouraging a close bond. Is it okay to fake it till you make it when building friendships? While authenticity is important, sometimes faking it can help jumpstart a genuine connection. By acting like a close friend, you trigger a sense of familiarity and closeness in the other person, which can lead to genuine feelings of friendship. Focus on skipping past superficial small talk and engaging in deeper, more meaningful conversations. Why is understanding the concept of equity important in relationships? People are happier in relationships where there's a sense of balance and fairness. By recognizing and addressing inequalities, whether emotional or material, you create a sense of respect and trust. Calling out imbalances and offering to even the score shows that you value the relationship and want it to be mutually beneficial. How does understanding physical stimuli help with reading people? Our emotional responses are often triggered by physical events and stimuli. By understanding what someone experienced during their day and how excited they were about it, you can better interpret their emotional state. If they're enthusiastically recounting an adventure, it indicates excitement and positive emotions. Conversely, if they're downplaying a significant event, it might signal underlying negative feelings. What is the key to effective negotiation? The secret to successful negotiation lies in making each party feel like they achieved a favorable outcome. It involves understanding the other party's values and reframing your proposition to align with those values, creating a win-win situation where both sides feel satisfied. What are the door in the face and foot in the door techniques? Door in the face. This technique involves starting with an unreasonably high offer, expecting rejection. You then follow up with a smaller, more reasonable offer, which appears more appealing in contrast to the initial request. Foot in the door. This technique starts with a small, agreeable request. Once the person agrees, you gradually increase the request size, building upon the established agreement. How can mirroring someone enhance likability? Mirroring involves subtly reflecting another person's body language, verbal style, and even values. This creates a sense of familiarity and connection, making you more likable as they subconsciously perceive you as similar to themselves. How does repeated exposure build trust? The more frequently you interact with someone, even if the interactions are brief, the more trustworthy you appear. This exposure effect reduces perceived threat and fosters a sense of familiarity, leading to increased trust over time. What are the 3 stages of friendship according to the stimulus value role model? Stimulus stage. Initial attraction based on physical attributes like age, appearance, and ethnicity. Value stage. Connection deepens based on shared values, beliefs, and opinions. Role stage. Intimacy and trust solidify through complementary actions and shared activities, leading to inner circle status. Why is vulnerability endearing? Perfection can be intimidating and unrelatable. By displaying vulnerability and acknowledging our imperfections, we become more human and approachable. People are drawn to authenticity, and vulnerability fosters a sense of shared humanity. What is the pratfall effect? The pratfall effect demonstrates that people who make minor mistakes are often perceived as more likable. Perfection can be intimidating, but relatable flaws make individuals appear more human and approachable. How can I use the concept of vulnerability to enhance likability? Embrace humor by incorporating self-deprecating jokes or highlighting your quirks. Openly admit to mistakes, demonstrating humility and a willingness to learn. Share relatable anecdotes about your imperfections, creating connections based on shared human experiences. How can I influence people to do what I want without seeming controlling? People highly value their freedom of choice. If you want someone to do something, subtly imply they may not be capable of it or are forbidden from doing it. This triggers a psychological phenomenon called reactance, making them want to prove you wrong. Instead of dictating, gently guide them by playing devil's advocate for the opposite of what you want. This allows them to reach your desired conclusion independently, valuing it more than if you'd stated it directly. What are the different leadership styles and when are they most effective? Daniel Goleman identified 6 leadership styles. Visionary, inspires with a grand vision, effective when a group needs direction. Coaching, connects individual goals to organizational ones, ideal for developing immature individuals. Affiliative, focuses on harmony and connection, helpful for healing rifts and friendships. Democratic, builds consensus through input gathering, best for gaining buy-in for a goal. Pace setting, leads by example and sets high standards, works well with already motivated and competent individuals. Commanding, provides clear direction and soothes fears, best used as a last resort during crises. Understanding these styles allows you to adapt your approach based on the individual and situation, making you a more effective leader. How can I prevent people from making snap judgments and assumptions about me? People form judgments based on stereotypes when they lack information. Counteract this by oversharing seemingly trivial details about your life. By providing a more complete picture, you humanize yourself and make it harder for people to fit you into a preconceived box. This fosters familiarity and trust, making you more likable. What's a simple way to make people want to be around me more? Associate yourself with positive feelings and things people enjoy. Be pleasant, positive, and offer genuine compliments. By being a source of good vibes, people will subconsciously link those feelings to you. Additionally, identify their favorite things and incorporate them into your interactions, further strengthening the positive association. What are some key indicators of credibility and trustworthiness? Highlight your relevant experience and expertise, demonstrating you know what you're talking about. Show genuine care for others and their interests, avoiding any appearance of self-serving motives. Similarities in dress, body language, and values further enhance credibility as people trust those they perceive as like themselves. Be assertive in your positions, conveying confidence and knowledge. Finally, social proof through recommendations from other credible individuals significantly boosts your trustworthiness. How can I win over a group of people rather than just individuals? Groups exhibit herd mentality, looking to a leader for cues. Identify the group's influencer, the person others defer to for decisions. Focus your efforts on winning over this linchpin, as their approval will carry weight with the rest of the group. By aligning yourself with their credibility, you gain acceptance and influence within the entire social ecosystem. Are these techniques manipulative? While these techniques are based on psychological principles, the key to ethical application is sincerity and genuineness. Don't use them as a set of manipulative tactics. Instead, integrate them thoughtfully into your interactions to enhance your natural charm and likability. The goal is to foster genuine connection, not to trick people into liking you. How can I start applying these principles in my life? Start small and focus on integrating 1 or 2 techniques at a time. Observe social dynamics, be mindful of your interactions, and consciously practice the principles outlined. Over time, these behaviors will become more natural, making you a more likable and influential individual.